Elias Matters, if you're still there, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? How was your week? Thank you so much. So we are in the process of moving home, and it's been hectic, I would say. Exciting but hectic. So much to do, so much to buy. We literally spent the whole of yesterday just shopping for household stuff, and then today again, I went to church, came back from church, and again, same thing. I've had to come back to my old house just so I can do the live stream because the internet is not working yet. So, but yeah, we're here. Thank you so much. I'm good. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, matters. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for coming. Okay. So, like, I thank you, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. It's really a dream come true. A long time coming, long time planning, and all of that. So, but yeah, we got there in the end, and that's what matters. But thank you so much. Okay, so the question today is, this live stream again is going to be quick. It's going to be quick, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour. I don't know, but I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. Thank God my camera is working today, so fingers crossed it stays that way. Okay, so today we're just going to talk about the reason I'm doing this topic was because I watched someone's video. I think it was last week. Relationship builders. Faustina ahead. Thank you so much for coming. I watched the video and we're talking about encouraging your spouse. Like, oh, you need to encourage your spouse. You need to encourage your spouse. Whatever they are doing, give them, be their cheerleader, which is it's right. It's good. We need to encourage our spouse or our partners or even our family members, our friends, especially when we know that they have a dream that they're trying to pursue. Okay, so it's good that we're doing that. But then there are some people, we know that there are some people that they have a dream or they have a passion, but their partners or their spouses do not support their dream because they don't believe in their dream. And some time ago, I spoke to the lady who was starting a business. She was starting a business, but her husband thought that she was wasting her time, that she was putting herself out there. He didn't want her out there and all of that. So we know that there are people like that, even though we know that, okay, it's good. What about in a situation whereby the person, the dream, you're seeing the dream and you know that I don't think this person is going in the right path. Do you also support them? I guess that's the question for us today. Okay, so it's good to support your dream, your partner's dream. I'm all for it, even if you don't understand it. And I was speaking to my husband this afternoon, and he said, you need to support them because you are the only one, they are the only ones that know how the dream feels to them. They are the ones that have the dream, so they know how it feels. So you as a partner, you have the responsibility, so to say, to support them no matter what, because they are the ones that have the dream. They are the ones that have that passion. So you want to support them. But again, like I said, there are some people that don't support their dream. But I guess I don't want to be the only one speaking. So please, Victoria Marka, thank you for coming. I'm so happy to see you and you look very beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have made it. I was going to come last week, but for some reasons, I just couldn't. This topic was actually supposed to be last week, but what did we do last week? Still in the process of moving. Um, what did we do last week? Went to church. Oh no, we went out for a meal. Someone invited us for a meal, and by the time we got back, we went shopping again, and then came back home. It was late, So that's why I didn't come live last week. But I thought we'll do the topic today. But what would you do if you had a partner that? But thank you all so much for coming. Elias Matters, Fortuna Head, Victoria Marca. Thank you so much for coming. So if you had a partner that they had a dream or they were trying to, congratulations, thank you very much. So if you had a partner that had a dream or wanted to do something, maybe had a passion, and you don't support and you don't believe in that passion, what would you do? Would you continue to support them? Okay, so I guess I'm asking, if you have any opinion, just put it in the chat so that we can have a look, okay? Because we can talk about it rather. So put it in the chat so we can have that discussion. Like I said, this live stream is going to be as short as possible because I don't plan on keeping you all long. Okay, so would you support your partner's dream if you don't believe in that dream? Would you continue to encourage them to go ahead with that dream? If you don't support them, depends. Turn the Scorpion. Thank you so much for coming. Depends. Like if she wanted to be a stripper, no, exactly. There's some things that you will not in your whole life you won't want to. So no matter how passionate they are about that dream, no matter how passionate they are or how fired up they are about that dream, there are some things that you know that this is not right. So some people, if their partner wants to become a stripper, it's fine with them, but for some people, no, it's against their morals, against their values. So that's a no, 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 no. Okay, but then there's some dreams, like maybe someone starting a business. There's some kind of business your partner would want to go into. You'll be like, no, this thing is not worth it because it's too risky, it's this, it's that. So you would tell them no. Mokwa News, thank you for coming. And Zobas, well, thank you for coming. Thank you. How are you? I've not seen you in a while. I'm sure I saw your video some maybe last week or so. But I've not really been on YouTube, so I've not been able to watch people's videos. But good to see you. Okay. Elias Master says, well, a word of encouragement will go a long way, but although you could also tell them why you are not encouraging them, though. Okay, so did you remember me? No, Mukian News, no, I don't. I've not been coming live for a while, so I don't remember you. I've not seen you for a while. Maybe that's why. But thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Zoba's World, thank you for coming. Good to know you're fine. Good to know you're fine. So Elias Matters is saying you can encourage a word of encouragement would go a long way, but you can also tell them. So it's not like, oh no, I'm not supporting your dream, or no, I'm not doing this. But you can tell them, like, okay, this is the reason. Mama TV, your old oh Mama TV, my old friend indeed. Good to see you. Why did you change your name? Really good to see you, old friend indeed. Yes, I remember you definitely. I definitely remember you. Thanks for coming. So Elias Masters is saying that when the person has a dream and you don't support the dream, what you can do is you can tell them like, okay, this is why I don't support your dream. This is the reason. That is the reason. And it's not outright no. Maybe you're not good enough to do this, or this thing is not for you, or something like that will crush the person's ego, the person's confidence. So we don't want to do that. You want to tell them in an encouraging way to say, okay, you know what, I believe in you. I know that you're good at doing these things, but for this time, I don't think this is right for you. Okay, so that is what we're talking about. So let's compare. If she has a dream, don't support, I'll still have to go back to sleep and get another dream. Well, that's something as well. You can tell them to go back and have a rethink about what. So you want to point out to them that, okay, this is what I think. Why don't you go back and think about it? And that's what Scorpion is saying, like, go back to and have another dream. But we're not going to say it that way because we don't want to crush people's ego, or people's confidence. We want to kind of do it in a critical way, constructive way. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Okay, so you will say, okay, why don't you go back and think about it? Because we're encouraging them, okay, but not like, okay, no, because there's some things that some people will tell us, what makes you think you can do something like this? Or what makes you think you can be successful in this? But you can ask the same question, but in an encouraging way, and the person will sit down and say, okay, this is why I think I can succeed in this thing. Okay, back to sleep and get another dream. I can't forget you, some attachment, like, oh. I know, even though we've not met at all, but I remember you very well. Thank you. Thank you so much for always coming from time to time. I really do appreciate it. And everyone here today, I haven't been live for so many weeks, but you still come. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. But yeah, so we want to encourage people. We don't want to crush people's ego. We don't want to crush our partner's ego, because if we do that, they start to lose confidence in themselves, and even things that they can do, you find out that they are not able to do it because you've already crushed their confidence to say, okay, you can't do this, or you can't succeed in this thing. Okay, so we want to encourage them in a nice way. So yes, why don't you go back to sleep, like Sondak Scorpion said? Why don't you go back and have a rethink about this thing that you want to do? See if you think that you really want to do it, then fine, I will support you. But if it's against your morals, if it's against your values, then by all means, it's a no. I'm not going to encourage you because this thing, maybe someone wanting to go into fraud or someone wanting to be a stripper for me, or someone that wants to go into prostitution for me, that's against my morale. So for me, that would be a no. I will tell you why, because this is against my morals, or this is against my culture, my tradition, my beliefs. I'll explain it to you in an understanding way. I'm not going to say, okay, no, we're no longer friends, or you can't be my partner anymore because you want to follow this dream. Okay, so Victor Amaka says, yes, I also support my partner or friends that have good dreams. That is, if they are comfortable with it and depends on which direction the dream is heading to. Exactly. So it depends. So at first looking, I just say, of course, you have to support. What if the person's dream is negative? What if the person is wanting to do something different? What if this person is wanting to do something out of this world? Are you going to support them? No, you're going to make them see it in the right way. So this is what you're trying to do, but this is what I think, and this is what I think. I think this is what you need to do. But at the end of the day, it's their option, it's their responsibility to take decisions, to make the right decisions. So you can advise someone and say, okay, this is what I think. I don't think this is right, or I don't think you should do this, or this is my opinion about this, because it is your opinion. Yeah, you can say, okay, this is my opinion, this is what I think, but at the end of the day, it's left to them to take that decision, to take the advice or make their own decision. Okay, so Sanders Compass say, I think if it requires the spouse to be at a very long distance for a long time can cause issues too. And that's a very a huge statement there. So we have a dream. I have a dream to be a multi-million dollar, let's say multi-billion dollar businesswoman. And I know that this dream is going to take me away from my spouse or take me away from my family. So maybe I'm out on a long distance for 6 days a week, or maybe 6 months, and then I'm only at home for 1 week. It's going to affect the relationship. So at first, we might be able to cope, but in the long run, it's going to affect the relationship. And that's why we want to have a look to say, okay, is this dream worth it? Is it worth me encouraging you to go this? Or can we negotiate on this dream that you have? Okay, Trista Love Channel, thank you so much. I haven't seen you in a while as well. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen your videos. But thank you for coming. I really appreciate you. How are you? How's your Sunday going? Thank you for coming. I appreciate every one of you for coming. I'm always happy when I see you guys, honestly. But thank you so much. So yeah, so it depends on the dream. It depends on what the dream is. So yes, we should support our partners, support your husband, support your wife, whatever dream they have. But again, it depends on what the dream is. Okay, so if it's a dream that will destroy their life, destroy their destiny, a dream that is against your morals, a dream that is maybe is going to put your relationship in jeopardy, then you don't. I will tell you the reason why I'm not going to support that dream. Okay, but then there are genuine cases where we've seen that this person has a dream, like someone wanting to start a YouTube channel, yeah, or someone that's just like a YouTube channel. The husband was saying that, oh no, you can't do this because you're going to be putting yourself out there. But she's got something to say. She has something to say. It's a passion that she has. And then the family, because I think the family are this kind of like reserved family. They're like, oh no, you can't do this. You can't go and put yourself out there because the public is going to see you and things like that. So to me, I feel from my perspective, because this is my perspective, it's not the lady or her family's perspective. They have their own reasons, okay? But from my perspective, from where I stand, if someone should take my YouTube channel from me, it would be like you're shutting me up, and it's not going to be fair on me. That's just going to make me sad and unhappy. So yes, I might not come out every day to talk, but when I have a time, when I have a chance, when I want to, I'm there to encourage the people that I'm encouraging. I'm there to talk to people. I'm there to pass my message across, and that's what makes me who I am. If you tell me not to do it, you're taking a very vital part of me away. So it's important that we tell them. So maybe the reason that lady came out was because the family didn't explain to her why it won't be good for her to be in the public eye. So because if they'd explain to her, so if someone tells me everyday matters, don't you do YouTube anymore because of this, I will reason with you, okay, this your reason, is it valid? If it's valid, then maybe yes. Okay, so if it's valid, then maybe yes. But if you don't tell me, don't give me a reason, you just said everyday matters, no more, then I'm not going to take it lightly. So I might stop it, but at the end of the day, you'll be putting me in a very, very difficult position that will make me sad and unhappy. So Fortuna here says communication is key to every relationship. If you are not going to support their dreams, share your doubts and fears. And that's also key there. Okay, thank you for that, Fortuna head. So that's also key. So communication. And I think I've mentioned this a few times, just what the switch is to electricity. That's what communication is to relationship. So communication is so key in relationship. Without it, the relationship would almost be dying, because I have something in my heart and I'm not telling you, or you have something in your heart and you're not telling me. Okay, so it's really important that as a couple, as a spouse, as people in a relationship, you have an open and honest conversation. Yes, it might hurt one person, but it's always better to have that communication, that open conversation. Okay, and that is what I try to do. Okay, and I said to my husband, how do you feel? What do you think? What do you think about this? And he'd be like, okay, you've started again. But yeah, I'm saying this because I want to get it out there in the air. I want to say, okay, what's in your heart? What are you thinking about? How do you feel about this thing? And that's what keeps us going. If there's no communication, the relationship will almost die aside its own death. Okay, so if your partner has a dream and you don't support that dream, what you want to do is say, okay, babe, husband, wife, whatever you call yourself, honey, sugar, whatever you call yourself, just say, okay, I know you have passion so much for this thing, but this is what I think. So communication tends to kind of smoothen things a lot. So you can say something sometimes. If you don't explain to me, I won't understand what you're saying. Little Ruby's Daycare, thank you for coming. Yummy Kitchen Direct, thank you so much. I haven't seen all these people in a while. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so communication, communication, communication. So yes, you have a dream that you think is valid, or you think is something you're passionate about, but to your partner, it might not be. Just like Thunder Scorpion says, if the dream you have is going to take you away from your home, maybe 6 months of the year, and then you're at home like maybe 1 week and then off again for another 6 months, and then you now having a relationship, a long distance relationship, some people might be okay with it, but not everyone. So if I'm the person that's not going to be okay with it, I need to have that conversation to you to say, okay, you know what? I know you have this dream, you're passionate about this dream, but this is how it's going to affect me. At the end of the day, like I said, it's up to you to make the decision whether to continue with that dream and jeopardize your relationship, or to think of or re-strategize and rethink that dream we're talking about. So it's really important. So yes, support your partner, support their dream, but make sure you have that conversation. She literally says she's working in the background. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you. So yeah, so like I said, support your partner's dream, especially if you know that this dream is genuine. If you sometimes, like the video I was watching says, the lady was saying that sometimes you might not even understand the dream, so long as it's not against your moral. So sometimes you don't even know what they're doing, but they have this passion, to believe so much in it, and all you can do is to support them. So it's good to support even when you don't understand. It's good to support even when you don't know the details, because even the person might be trying to understand it themselves, might be trying to say, okay, how is this thing going to work out? Because when you start something, even when you start a business, you don't know how it's going to work out. Prophetic VIP, thank you so much. Blessed Sunday to you too. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. So sometimes when you start, Precious Meal, good to see you. Thank you. And you're not working tonight. I know you work on Sundays. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Okay, so sometimes when we start, long time indeed, when we start a new business, when we start a new career, when we start something new, sometimes we don't understand it ourselves, but with time it begins to unveil. For those of us that are YouTubers here, when we initially started our YouTube channel, we didn't even know what we're going to. Some of us didn't even know. We just said, okay, let's give it a go. Some of us like, okay, this is what I'm passionate about. Let me just put it out there. But as time goes on, you begin to understand, you begin to find your niche, you begin to know that, okay, this is what I really want to do, this is what I'm passionate about. So you as a partner need to be like, okay, you know what? I know you don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand what you're doing, but I'm going to support you anyway. I'm going to support you so that together we'll get there. Together we'll find a path. Together we'll do it and make something happen. Okay, so it's really important that we support instead of tearing each other down. And some people will not support their partner's dream because they are jealous. It's funny, but there's some partners that are jealous. Greetings, everyone in the background. Thank you so much, Precious Meal. I really appreciate you for stopping by. Okay, there are some partners that are jealous of their partner's success. You see a woman becoming successful and the man becomes jealous, or you see a man becoming successful and the woman becomes jealous. And because of that, they won't support their partner's dream because they are jealous that this person is going to be successful. This person is now going to be in the reporting to go. Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to see you, honestly. Thank you. So okay, that's fine, Precious Mill. Thank you. So, because they are jealous that the partner is not going to be seen by other people, sometimes men will say, okay, because my partner is going to get a job or become a business person, that she's going to be exposed to a lot of men, therefore I won't support her. The same with the woman, like, oh, my husband is going to become successful, she's going to be seen by a lot of women, therefore I won't support him so that I can have him in my grips. But when you do that, you're not helping yourself, and you're not helping him, and you're not helping yourself at all, because my Bible tells me that two shall become one. Your partner's success is your success, and your success is your partner's success. But why partners can be so jealous? That's the question. That's the question we're asking. Why would they be jealous? Because sometimes they just don't want the other person to be too successful. Sometimes they don't want the partner to be seen by men or to be seen by women. They don't want them exposed. They want to hold them. They say, okay, I'm holding you in my hands. You're not going anywhere. You're mine. But at the end of the day, you're not helping each other. You're not helping yourselves. And there could be many reasons why. And that could be another video, another something we can talk about another time. Why do couples get jealous of their partner's success? So maybe we might treat that next week, actually. So many reasons that could come out of there. So that could be a topic for next week. But there's no need, because your partner's success is your success, and your success is your partner's success. If my husband now starts making billions of dollars, I'll be happy to retire early. I'll retire early and then just start enjoying myself, doing my business by the side. So I don't have to wake up in the morning to say, okay, I need to log into my laptop or to go to work or something like that. I won't have to do that because his success is my success. Okay, so question of the day again. Would you support your spouse? Would you continue to encourage your spouse even when you don't support their dream? The answer is yes and no. Okay, so it depends on what the dream is, like everyone has said. It depends on what the dream is. Okay, if anyone has any more contributions or questions, just put them in the chat, and so that we can treat them quickly before we round up. Like I said, this live stream is going to be as short as possible so that people can go back and watch it. Okay, so yeah, so it depends on the dream. Is it a positive dream? Is it a negative dream? Is it something that will affect them or affect your relationship in the future? Then it's a no. If it's a positive dream and then you know that, okay, this is going to be for our good in the future, then by all means support them. We don't want to say, okay, I don't support your dream in a way that will crush their ego, but we want to do it in a way that will encourage constructive criticism, as my people will say. Constructively tell them, like, okay, I know you have a passion about this thing, but this is what I think. Okay, but the partners can be so jealous. Okay, so true, the money goes to one account, so why the jealousy? Exactly. It's for the both of them at the end of the day. So it means that if one person has more money, they can buy another house or move to a different city and live better quality of lives. So why jealous? Why be jealous? Okay, so that is what some people don't know. Your partner's success is your success. Exactly. Your partner feel robbed of your attention, they might not want to support your dream. And that's also true. And the example that we gave before, like I said, there's so many reasons why people might not support their partner's dreams. But a situation whereby you have a dream that is taking your attention, and then you are now neglecting your partner or neglecting your family, then of course I might support you at the beginning, or your partner might support you at the beginning, but as time goes on, they might withdraw their support because it's robbing them of your attention. So they might come and say, okay, why are you doing this? You're not paying attention to me and all of that. But as time goes on, they'll stop supporting you because that dream itself is affecting your relationship. It's taking your attention away from your family, away from your spouse. Because whatever we're doing, whatever success we have, we want it to rub on our families. So if that dream you're having is now having a negative impact on your family, then it's not worth it. Unless it's only for a season. Say, for instance, you start a business and you have to make these sacrifices for that time being, with the agreement of you and your partner, of course, not just by yourself. With agreement, it's okay, this is what we're doing for the next 3 months, for the next 6 months, this is what I'm going to be focusing on. And then by the end of this time, this is going to happen. Then that's fine. Okay, but that has to be an agreement between the two parties. Okay, so yes, encourage your partner, but it depends on the situation. It depends on what the dream is. If it's affecting your relationship negatively, then it's a no for me. But if it's something that will bring success to your family, then by all means, go ahead and support that dream. Okay. But thank you guys so much for coming. If anyone has any more comments, put them down in the next 2 minutes before, because we're going to be rounding up now. Okay. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. I appreciate every single one of you. So Fortune Ahead, Precious Meal, Elias Mata, Little Rubies, Yummy Kitchen, Victoria Marker, Prophetic VIP, Nani, Mana Kitchen. Thank you for coming. I appreciate every single one that turned up. Thunder Scorpion, Zoba's World. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate every single one of you. So, Great Life, thanks. Bye. Okay, thank you so much. Your Precious Meal is saying a good success should always bring happiness. Happy to see. Where am I? To both partners, like uniting them, not separating them. Exactly. That is what we call success. A success is success when it brings the family together, not separates them. Okay, thank you so much for that. Truth be told, host, me seeing your lovely and beautiful face alone as makes my dreams come true. Bye. I'll be very happy to see you again. Bye, everyone. I love you guys. Stay blessed, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope to come live next week. All things being equal, we already have a topic, a prospective topic. So we might be talking about that. Why partners are jealous of their partner's success, why people get jealous of their partner's success. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe something else will come up. If not, we'll just do that. Okay, but thank you all so much. I really appreciate you all for coming. If I haven't mentioned your name, thank you. I see you. Talk with Richie. Yes, we're going. Good evening, Richie. Thank you for coming. But the live has ended. I said it was going to be as short as possible, but we're going to be live next week by God's grace. So if you have any questions, any comments, you can send me a chat. If you have topics as well that you want us to talk about, please send them to me. You can send me on Instagram, on YouTube. Can you send me a message on YouTube? No. You can send me a message on Instagram. You can send me on Facebook. Everyday Matters One. You can send me a message. Put a message in the chat on this video, and I'll be happy to look into to talk about it. Any topic you want us to discuss, and talk with Richie. Wait, okay. What have you got? Anything to say? What have you got to say, Richie? Before we round up. Richie came late. Yes. You've got 30 seconds, Richie, because everyone is not going to wait for you. But anyway, oh, well, I'm glad I waited for that. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I appreciate you. Have a lovely evening. Have a blessed week. And I'll see you next week by God's grace. Until then, keep staying safe and stay well. Bye bye.